Very good morning, dear students. We are discussing unit number 3 of biochemistry, and we have already discussed the basic aspects of amino acids and proteins. And the next topic mentioned in this unit, general structure of amino acids and amino acid classification, then non-protein amino acids. So these three things we are going to discuss in this particular class. And as we have discussed in the last class, you know that amino acids are the basic building blocks of proteins, and proteins are the major building blocks of life. So each amino acid is a nitrogenous compound having both an acidic carboxyl group and a basic group, and the amino acids have both amino terminal end and the carboxy terminal end. And there is the main difference in the side chain or R, which stands for the side chain, that are different for each amino acid. And this side chain can be simple hydrogen atom or a methyl group or more complex structure. And based on all those concepts, the amino acids can be defined as they are alpha amino substituted carboxylic acids. And this is the general structure of amino acid. The amino acid consisting of an amino group, a carboxylic group, and the side chain R. And the hydrogen that is attached with this carbon is known as alpha hydrogen, and this particular carbon is thus referred to as alpha carbon. And this alpha carbon has the 4 different valencies of this alpha carbon fulfilled by various groups or atoms. Thus, this is a chiral carbon atom. So, here we have simplified. This is the side chain R, and this is the alpha carbon, and this is the carboxylic acid group, and this is the amino group. And we have also discussed under ionization condition, this hydrogen will be deprotonated, and it will move along with this nitrogen, and it gives an NH3, and that is known as NH3 plus will come here, COO minus will come here. So here you can see a COO minus and a NH3, that is known as sweeter ion. Then, as we have discussed, there are 20 standard amino acids are present. These amino acids are represented in the full name, the conventional name, and the 3-letter code and a single letter code. Here, glycine, alanine, serine, threonine, cysteine, valine, leucine, isoleucine, methionine, proline, phenylalanine, tyrosine, tryptophan, aspartic acid, glutamic acid, asparagine, glutamine, histidine, lysine, and arginine are the common important types of standard amino acid. These amino acids are present in various combinations, and they forms polypeptide, that is proteins. And this is the structure, the molecular formula, and this is the structure of this particular amino acids. As I have discussed in the last class, this is very important. You need to study this amino acid before you are studying any protein structure. And the next topic mentioned in the syllabus, classification of amino acids. So there are so many classification systems are commonly proposed for the amino acid classification. The main classification criteria are: the classification is categorized based on the composition of the side chain R group or R group, the classification based on the number of amino and carboxylic acid group, the classification based on the polarity of the side chain or a R group. So these are the major classification criteria of a amino acid. We will discuss all these classifications in very briefly with the suitable examples. Then the first one, the classification based on the composition of the side chain or R group. I told you the major difference of this 20 amino acid in the characteristic changes in their side chain R group. Okay, based on that one, these amino acids are mainly 8 groups. Okay, simple amino acid, hydroxy amino acid, sulfur containing amino acid, acidic amino acid, amino acid amides, basic amino acid, heterocyclic amino acid, and aromatic amino acid. So we will discuss one by one. Simple amino acids, as the name indicates, they are very simple. They don't have a functional group in their side chain. The side chain doesn't have any functional group. Examples are glycine, alanine, valine, leucine, and isoleucine. All this amino acid doesn't have any functional group in their side chain. Remember that glycine is the simplest amino acid and that doesn't have side chain at all. Then the next one is hydroxy amino acid. Here the side chain consisting of an OH group or hydroxyl group that contain a hydroxyl group in their side chain. Example, serine and threonine. Then the next one is sulfur containing amino acid. These are very important because this mainly plays a very important role in the stability of the protein structure. They contain sulfur atom in their side chain. Example, cysteine and methionine. Then the next one is acidic amino acid. As the name indicate, they consist a acidic group in their side chain, such as carboxylic acid group or COOH group. Aspartic acid and glutamic acid. Here you can see due to the presence of this one, it is known as aspartic acid or glutamic acid. Once it becomes sweeter ion, it is called as aspartate or glutamate. Then the next one is amino acid amide. So this particular amino acids are acidic amino acid or their derivatives in which one of the carboxylic acid has been transformed into an amide group. Okay, the amide group is CONH2 group that consisting of a CONH2 residue in presence of a carboxylic acid group. Example, asparagine and glutamine. Then next one is basic amino acid. As the name indicate, it consisting of a basic side chain. And the basic side chain, the basicity is mainly due to the presence of amino group in the side chain. Example, lysine and arginine. Then the next one is heterocyclic amino acid. As the name indicate, heterocyclic amino acid consisting of a heterocyclic ring, that ring consisting of at least one atom other than carbon atom. In addition to carbon atom, some special type of atom will be present in that heterocyclic ring. Example, tryptophan, histidine and proline. These are very important. Next one is aromatic amino acid. So aromatic amino acid, they consist of a benzene ring in their side chain. Okay, the main examples are phenylalanine and tyrosine. Okay, and don't confuse heterocyclic amino acids and aromatic amino acid. Aromatic amino acid has a benzene ring. Okay, example phenylalanine and tyrosine. So these are the main classification based on the composition of the side chain or a R group. The next one is the classification based on the number of amino acid or amino or carboxylic acid group. Based on the number of amino and carboxylic acid groups, these amino acids are classified into three groups. Number one, monoamino acid, monocarboxylic amino acid, monoamino dicarboxylic amino acid, diamino monocarboxylic acid amino acid. As the name indicate, monoamino monocarboxylic acid amino acids are, it has one amino acid and one carboxylic acid in structure. Then monoamino dicarboxylic acid amino acids are, that has one amino group and two carboxylic acid group. Then next one is diamino monocarboxylic amino acid. The diamino, that has got a two amino group and one carboxylic acid group. Then this monoamino monocarboxylic acid amino acids are classified into 7 different groups. Unsubstituted amino acid, heterocyclic amino acid, aromatic amino acid, thioether amino acid, hydroxy amino acid, mercapto amino acid and carboxamide amino acid. So unsubstituted amino acid, okay, they are glycine, alanine, valine, leucine and isoleucine. Heterocyclic amino acid, that has got a heterocyclic component. They have one amino and one carboxylic acid group, example proline. Then aromatic amino acid, they have got an aromatic ring but one amino and one carboxylic acid group such as phenylalanine, tyrosine and tryptophan. Then thioether, that has got a one amino and one carboxylic acid group and that has got a one thioether group such as methionine. Then next one is hydroxy amino acid, that has got a one amino group, one carboxylic acid group and one hydroxyl group as their side chain, example serine and threonine. Then mercapto amino acid, that has got a sulfur, as I said, sulfur containing amino acid, that has got a one amino group, one carboxylic acid group and the sulfur, okay, that is example cysteine. The next one is carboxamide amino acid, as I said, that has got a carboxamide side chain and one amino and one carboxylic acid group and examples are asparagine and glutamine. Then monoamino dicarboxylic amino acid, that has got one amino acid, then two carboxylic amino acid, okay, example aspartic acid, glutamic acid, that has got one amino group and two carboxylic acid group. Next one is diamino monocarboxylic amino acid, that has got a two amino group, one carboxylic acid group, example lysine, arginine and histidine. So these are the major classification based on the number of amino and carboxylic acid group present in the amino acid. Then the next one is the classification based on the polarity of the side chain R group. If the side chain R group is polar, based on that one, or non-polar, okay, based on that feature, the amino acids are classified into 4 different groups. Number 1, amino acid with a non-polar R group. That R group side chain has non-polar end, such as alanine, valine, leucine, isoleucine, proline, phenylalanine, tryptophan and methionine. These are amino acid with a non-polar side chain group. Next one is amino acid with the polar but uncharged R group. Okay, amino acid with the polar but uncharged, they have a polar but uncharged R group. Example glycine, serine, threonine, tyrosine, cysteine, asparagine and glutamine. Then the amino acid with a negatively charged or acidic R group. Okay, amino acid with a negatively charged, that is acidic R group, such as they are acids. Okay, aspartic acid, that is, I'm really sorry, that is a repetition. Okay, then glutamic acid. Okay, these are amino acid with a negatively charged R group. Then amino acid with a positively charged or basic R group. Examples are lysine, arginine and histidine. So these are the main types of amino acid that has got an amino acid with a positively charged side chain group. So these are the major classification based on the polarity of the side chain or R group. So in addition to this regular classification, there are some more amino acids are known as non-standard protein amino acid. Okay, non-standard protein amino acid, they are not normal amino acid. They are present in many biological tissues and act as a structural compound, but they are very rarely present. Okay, they are commonly known as non-protein amino acid. The non-standard protein amino acids are hydroxyproline, hydroxylysine, N-methyl lysine and Y-carboxyglutamate, and this is gamma carboxyglutamate and alpha amino adipate and alpha epsilon diamino pymylate. Okay, so these are the major non-standard protein amino acid. Then this hydroxyproline, it is very less abundant in nature, but it constitutes approximately 12% in structures like collagen, and which are the structural proteins of animals. Then next one is hydroxylysine, which is a component of collagen again, which accounts for 1% of total amino acids. And N-methyl lysine, that is mainly present in myosin, a contractile protein of muscle. You have known the role of myosin and actin, muscle contraction. Then gamma carboxyglutamate, that is commonly present in the blood clotting proteins such as prothrombin and such as some calcium binding proteins such as calmoduli. Then next one is alpha amino adipate. This has one CH2 group and there are more glutamic acid residues. Okay. Then next one is alpha epsilon diaminopymylate, that is found in bacterial protein, several bacteria that is commonly present. So these are the non-standard protein amino acid. Then next one is non-protein amino acid. This non-protein amino acids, they play a very important role in the metabolic process. The major non-protein amino acids are L-ornithine, L-citrulline, beta-alanine, creatine and gamma amino butyrate. So first one, L-ornithine and L-citrulline, these are mainly occur in free state in the animal tissue and are metabolic intermediate of urea cycle. If you have studied urea cycle, you will be able to see the presence of ornithine and citrulline as the intermediate in this particular cycle. Then this ornithine possesses one CH2 group less than its homologue lysine. Okay, one CH2 group less than the major homologue lysine. Then I told you it is a homologs of lysine. Next one, beta-alanine. This is an isomer, as the name indicates, isomer of alanine, which occurs free in nature and as a major constituent of vitamin, pantothenic acid and of certain coenzymes. Okay, that is mainly present vitamin, that is pantothenic acid and coenzymes. Okay, again there is a typographical error here, I am sorry, coenzymes. Then that is mainly found in the naturally occurring peptides, that is a carnosine and a anserin. Okay, commonly that is present in naturally occurring peptides, carnosine and anserin. And creatine, that is a quaternary amine, that is mainly present quaternary amine and their derivatives such as glycine, which plays an important role in the energy storage process in vertebrates, where it phosphorylated and converted to creatine phosphate. So that has got a very important role in the storage energy function. Next one is gamma amino butyrate. Okay, that is commonly present in brain in the free form. Okay, so these are non-protein amino acid. The previous one are non-standard protein amino acid. So these are the general structures of amino acid, their classification, and non-protein amino acid, dear students. So these are the non-protein amino acid structure. This is L-ornithine, this is citrulline, and this is beta-alanine, this is creatine, and this is gamma amino butyrate or butyrate. Okay, so these are the major structure of non-protein amino acid. So once again we can glance the main point studied in this particular class. So we have discussed the general structure of amino acids, and they have an amino group and a carboxylic acid group and a R side chain, and the hydrogen that is attached with the carbon atom, that is alpha, and that carbon atom is known as alpha carbon atom. There are 20 standard amino acid. They represented conventional name in a 3-letter code and a single letter code. Then the classification of amino acid we have discussed, mainly based on the composition of the side chain R group, their major subgroups and examples we have discussed, and based on the number of amino and carboxylic acid group, the major groups and their examples we have discussed. Then based on the polarity of the side chain R group, the major groups and examples we have discussed. Then the non-protein amino acid, first we have discussed non-standard protein amino acid, examples we have seen, and non-protein amino acid, examples and structures we have seen. So these are the major textbook, dear students. Principles of Biochemistry by Leninger is major important book, and you can refer Ronald Voigt and Judith Voigt Biochemistry. Okay, and Biochemistry by J.L. Jain, you will be able to see all those points in this textbook. Okay, so other textbooks also you can refer. So thank you, dear students, for watching this particular class. If you are having any clarification, you can write it to me, or you can comment below the video. Thank you very much. Thanks a lot.